biographers of Imam Abu Hanifa, may Allah have mercy on him, narrate an interesting story about a young drunkard. This man was Imam Abu Hanifa's neighbor, a cobbler by profession. He spent his days working in the market, stitching and repairing shoes. In the evenings, he would use his hard-earned money to buy alcohol, food, and snacks. He would host parties at his house, invite friends, and cause a lot of noise and disturbance throughout the night in his drunken state. The narrator mentions that, being neighbors, they often had to endure his nonsense and noise. In his drunken state, the man frequently recited a particular couplet that everyone in the neighborhood had memorized due to his constant repetition. The couplet's meaning in Arabic was, "People have wasted me. Such a talented young man they have let go to waste. I could have been useful in times of war, in facing challenges, and in protecting the borders of the country." Imam Abu Hanifa often advised and counseled him, urging him to leave his bad habits, but the man never listened. The neighbors were also fed up with his nightly disturbances. Eventually, someone might have complained, and one night, the police raided his house. He was caught red-handed, arrested, and sent to jail. That night, Imam Abu Hanifa noticed that the usual noise from his neighbor's house was missing. He asked, "What happened to our neighbor? Why is it so quiet tonight?" When people informed him about the arrest, Imam Abu Hanifa became restless. He could not bear the thought of his sinful neighbor being in trouble, even for a moment. The Imam went straight to the court. His unexpected arrival caused a stir, as it was unusual for Imam Abu Hanifa to visit the court. When the judge, who happened to be one of Imam Abu Hanifa's former students, heard about his arrival, he immediately left the session to greet him with great respect and hospitality. The judge asked, "What brings you here today, Imam?" Imam Abu Hanifa's reply left him stunned. The Imam said, "A cobbler from my neighborhood has been arrested and sent to jail. I have come to request his release under my responsibility." The judge could not refuse such a request. He immediately ordered the release of the drunkard and his companions. When the man came out of jail, he saw Imam Abu Hanifa holding his hand and repeatedly telling him, "See, I did not let you to waste, did I?" This was a reference to the man's favorite couplet. The cobbler, with his head lowered in shame, was deeply moved by Imam Abu Hanifa's kindness. Overwhelmed with regret, he respectfully said, "No, my master, you did not let me go to waste. From this day forward, you will never find me involved in anything that causes you pain or trouble." The man kept his promise. He repented sincerely and began attending Imam Abu Hanifa's lessons regularly. Over time, he transformed himself completely. It is said that this same man, who was once a drunkard, eventually became one of the prominent scholars of Kufa.